Hello and a very warm welcome, and let's talk Daniel Ricciardo's future. Confusion, to say the least. Yeah, we've heard that Piastri could be in line to replace him, and now we hear Zak Brown coming out and talking that he will be there for 23. He is contracted, but his performances are very questionable at the minute. A lot of people are saying Daniel Ricciardo's been mistreated by McLaren. I don't believe that's the case. Why would they mistreat Daniel Ricciardo? Doesn't really make sense if you ask me. Yeah, McLaren are a historic team. They should be winning week in, week out, and they're not. So yeah, just trying to find the article here. Zak Brown. Ricciardo will stay with McLaren in 2023. We're going to do whatever it takes for him. We know he can win races, as he proved in last year at Monza, but we need him on the same level as Lando. So yeah, he has dismissed reports about Oscar Piastri replacing. Now, if it was up to me, I would be replacing Daniel Ricciardo. He's been at McLaren. He's had long enough to get used to the car now. So here we go. Zak Brown start again. Zak Brown dismisses Piastri rumour. Yeah. It was not a great week for McLaren, but they did have a double points finish at Austria. Yeah. Daniel Ricciardo is contracted. But that contract can easily be broken. Yeah. If I was having this decision to make, I would drop Daniel Ricciardo, Colton Herta, Pato O'Ward, Piastri. There is guys there to replace him. Would they do a better job? Lando Norris currently on 64, Daniel Ricciardo on 17. That is humiliation for Daniel Ricciardo. There's no if, buts, maybes. That's poor. So quit mathematics. What's that? 47 points behind his teammate. It's shocking. And we keep hearing, oh, he's not comfortable with the car. He's been there a year and a half now. He's won a race. It was a bit of team orders in there to win that race, but yeah. He's just not, like, I've said it in the past, I believe Daniel Ricciardo is the most overrated driver on the F1 grid. And he's under pressure. There's no getting away from it. Just checking now. Mark Webber looks after Oscar Piastri. He's pushing to get Oscar Piastri in. Of course he would. But yeah, Daniel Ricciardo, like, he was actually good at Red Bull. He had a world champion in him maybe. But it is gone. The problem I have with McLaren is they have two banter drivers driving for them. McLaren need to be ruthless. Stop with the niceties. It's a ruthless business. Lando Norris is a banter man, and Daniel Ricciardo is a banter man. It's too nice, and I don't like it. Needs to be ruthless. Daniel Ricciardo miles off Lando Norris on a consistent basis. Like, the standings are there to see. It happened in 2021. It's happening again in 2022. Daniel Ricciardo should be beating Norris every day of the week. He should be, on paper. It's not happened. You can make all the excuses you want. No, he's still not at one with the car. McLaren are favouring Lando. Why would they favour Lando? Like, they're not winning races. They're nowhere near the podium. This year they've probably gone backwards rather than forwards. So yeah, I don't really get that one, they favour Lando. Yeah. You can argue all you want about it. Ricciardo hasn't delivered. I do believe he's massively overrated. It's ironic, really, because he actually left Red Bull. They win the championship. He wastes 2 years at Renault. And his McLaren tenure has been a disaster, apart from a win at Monza. And even to win that race, it had to be team orders. You could argue that Daniel, a couple of races this season, He's been the faster driver. Example was Baku, and they never let him through, which was scandalous. But yeah, even Austria, they didn't allow him to go through. I believe McLaren should have the best in class regarding drivers, and I believe they could get a better lineup than they currently have. I'm a massive fan of the team, but I'm not a massive fan of either driver, to be honest. I think Lando's overhyped and Ricciardo's overrated. If I was making the decision, I'd drop Daniel Ricciardo. Yeah, I would. I think the time's come now. He's done. He's absolutely done. I mean, how old is he? 32? And he's absolutely done. He's probably retire. I don't see a top team taking him. There's no seats available. Yeah, maybe he goes to another discipline. NASCAR, IndyCar. But yeah. It's a bit strange. It's up in the air. Like, he's contracted for 23. Zach Brown's come out and gave him his full support. Daniel will be here next year. But then we hear Oscar Piastri will replace him. So, yeah, we wait and see what happens. Comment down below your thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? Ricciardo stays or is replaced? I would be replacing him. I think he's had enough time now. Yeah. It's unpopular because he's got a massive fan base. He's a smiling guy, but if you want the hard, honest truth, he's a demon on the brake pedal, but he hasn't got the mentality of a world champion. And yeah, he's massively overrated. That's what I say. Comment down below your thoughts.